I love Soundtoys, and they've just released a new plugin called the Spaceblender. And actually, it's free until May 22nd, so you might want to go grab it right away and while it's still free. After that, I think it's $99 for the plugin. By the way, this is not a sponsored video. I'm by no means affiliated with Soundtoys. I just love them as a company. So what is this plugin, the Spaceblender? Well, I've given it a brief go on the latest mix that I'm working on, and it's sort of like Valhalla's Supermassive. I think that's the closest match of plugins that I know of that does what this plugin does. It's a reverb machine, but it's not the standard typical reverb. They have also the Superplate and the Little Plate, which are plate reverbs from Soundtoys. Those are more tools for mixing, but this is more like a sound effect device. While the Valhalla Supermassive is free, this one is actually a paid plugin. It's a premium plugin, I guess. What separates them, as I have been tweaking a bit, is mostly that you have much more control of the sound in the Spaceblender. Let me just show you around in the plugin a bit. So what we have here is you have some big knobs here that I like about Soundtoys. They have these gorgeous looking knobs. It's a bit different than other plugins. They have used like the blue theme here, but whatever. So you have the time here, and it goes all the way up to a minute, so 60,000 milliseconds, that is, and all the way down to 100 milliseconds. So you can see here they have a color control, which is basically all the way from dark to bright color. You have the texture knob, and when you have it turned all the way down, it's really like you hear all the grains of the sound, and conversely, this is more fuller sounding, like more massive sounding, more cohesion here. These are few pixels, and these are a lot of pixels, sort of. And then you have a modulation knob, and then you have the mix knob for dry and wet. You have a freeze knob where you can just freeze the signal and have one texture just run. And here in the visualizer right here, you see the waveform, and you can tweak this little purple dot right here to where you want the plugin to make sound. So if you want the reverb to take place at the end, you can have it all the way down right here, or at the middle, or at the beginning, or you can just turn it up like this. And if you're mixing in Logic like I do, you might want to grab my free templates. It's a pack of 6 free mixing templates for Logic Pro. I've just updated them. They're really good. And that's the template that I'm currently using in this mixing session right here. So you see, here's the first snare and here's the second, and it just runs all the way to the finish line. Let's tweak it a bit. Let's just turn it all the way up, and we can turn the time a bit down to 1,000 milliseconds. Let's see. Then we can turn it up to 10,000. And there it stops. Now what you can do is take it down a notch here, and I'll just make it a bit shorter, 2 seconds. And now I have 100% wet. I can turn it down like 20 or 25%, like that. Okay, so how to use this in a real world scenario? So this is a sound design tool, in my opinion. You can make like transitional effects from whatever sound, from this snare, for example. Let me show you. So here we go. Bounce this in place. Bounce in place. Leave the bypass effect plugins unchecked. Include the audio tail. And here we go. Simple as that, and you know, the imagination is the boundary of the possibilities you got here. I'll just do a couple more just to show. At the end of the phrase, for example, let's see, the last bar. Let's see how that is in the context of the mix. Yeah, I don't know. So there's a lot of possibilities, like you can use it just to mix it in a bit, blend it using automation, and really like spice up your mixes, spice up your beats, spice up your life. If you have this, you will have a unique tool in your toolkit. You can always use the Valhalla Supermassive, which is a great plugin, but you don't have that amount of control where you have this little purple dot with the focal point where you can put it all up all around the place. Is this plugin worth it to you? Consider it and grab it now while it's free, of course. But if you're watching this after May 22nd, 2025, I guess you would have to buy it separately, or you can buy it as part of the bundle, I guess. And if you're interested in more Soundtoys stuff, I've made this video right here about the Superplate, where I compare it to other plugins, and I hope I see you there. Peace out!